It says I'm live. I'm going to post this link. See if I get some company this morning. See who else is up. If it's just me and the little rooster up. Better go mute it over here. Is it going yet? Why ain't it started on the YouTube side so I can pin and... Now it is.
What does catfish taste?
I'm getting there. Well, can't get it pinned. Move it up out of the way. Having problems. I'll go pin that link in just a minute. Oh, got 3 in here. Who's that? Rowena and Sheila, I'm guessing. And somebody else. And maybe I'm the third one. It's Rowena. Good morning, Rowena. I haven't been up very long, just a few minutes. Oh, but Joe Patty. Good morning, Joe Patty. Oh, and Kim. Oh, Francis is up. I've got the link there for you gals. Let me get it pinned now. I couldn't at first because it was a hard icon thing in the way. There it is. Kim says good hi to Rowena. Hey, Nana Mona. Welcome to Rita's live chat early morning. I was awake about 5, I guess, but I didn't get out of bed when I first woke up. I laid there for a few minutes, but I'm up now. And this won't be a long chat. This will just be a short chat. Yeah, y'all welcome in Nana Mona, because I don't think Nana Mona's in our chats a whole lot. And if I remember, I think Nana Mona's in, are you in Canada, Nana Mona? Oh, Francis has got more doctor's appointments today. My nose is itching. Got more doctor's appointments today. Good morning, Betty W. Hey, Kim. Nana Mona tells Kim it's been a while. And I think you're waving. Oh, yeah. Sacagawea in Canada. One of my grandfather's family came from Canada, so I have Canada connections. My great-grandmother was from Canada. So I may live here in the South, but I've got ties to Canada. Somebody come up here and talk to me. I don't care who, just everybody and anybody. Anybody and everybody. Have you got you some coffee or tea or something to drink? Betty W., I'd forgotten where you're from. Where are you from? I don't have anything to talk about. Somebody's got to come and talk to me. Keep this conversation lively. I did. I was busy yesterday. See those tomatoes? And on my other shoulder is more of them. I put up 26 quarts of tomatoes yesterday. And I've still got a few more to go. There's still a little box over there. And Terry picked them again, but he sent them home with my daughter-in-law took them. So I kind of feel for her if she's got to can tomatoes and take care of the little babies too. Maybe I can help her out. And let's see, Betty said she was in Florida. I'm a quarter Canadian. I really am. My great grandmother was a French Canadian. I didn't, because it was way before my time, but they said she was a French lady and talked French, knew French. So I'm part Canadian. Let me see. I was trying to Ontario, though, I think where they was from, Quebec or that part of Canada. And then they migrated down to Michigan before they come on down to Arkansas. Good morning, Mary Wilson in Minnesota. I know that was my work yesterday, so I didn't come on last night. I'd put in a pretty full day working on those, washing the jars and getting them all ready. Oh, there comes Sheila. Sheila had a full day yesterday too, running around with the lady friends all day. I know that.
Yeah, we had a good time.
I bet you did.
Then today I got to go get Jaden and be at the veterans place at 9:30.
Okay.
Because we're feeding today. Get stuff ready.
You're just busy all the time.
No, I'm not. Busy when I want to be.
Yeah, me too. I tell you, sometimes I wish it would slow down.
Yeah. Your tomatoes look pretty.
They are pretty. They really are. I think there was 26 quarts is what I did yesterday.
Ooh,
I know. That's a lot. Let me say good morning to Randy right quick. Good morning, Randy.
There's a lot of people in here this morning.
What am I saying? Well, 21. I'm saying, well, no, 18. 18. It's a few for an early morning pop-up. That's a lot, though.
It's not even 6.
No, 5:49 Central Time.
There's a lot of people in here.
Good morning, Lady Sky. Sarah Stitches is up. All right. We'll talk, Sheila. I'll interrupt you if I need to say hello to somebody coming in, okay? You'll have to forgive me because I like to notice them when they come in and say good morning. So if I interrupt, I apologize. But
I don't have much to talk about. It's too early.
Me either. It's too early. You got your tea this morning yet?
No, I need to get up and get something to drink. I haven't done that yet. Probably need to do that. Well, Rowena says she's cleaning her sewing room today.
Okay. Well,
working on that. It's supposed to be another hot day today.
Yeah, that heat's coming back now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be.
Did you get much rain yesterday?
The rain gauge didn't show but 2 inches, but I think we got more than that. And I think the wind
gosh.
I think the wind was blowing it so that it didn't go in the rain gauge is what I think. Because the creeks, there was
I had one out there
muddy.
and it barely shows any. And I'm like, I know I got more than that. But sometimes because the way the wind.
Well, I think the wind was blowing because my side porch was all wet, so it was quite a bit of gusty wind with it.
It's supposed to be 95 today here.
Oh dear, that's warm.
And then after that, it's going up a little bit by the weekend. So.
And Lady Sky remembers canning tomatoes with her grandmother. It was fun to do during the summertime. I know when I was a kid and helping Mama at home, we didn't have air conditioning or anything during the canning time. You remember, did you can with any of your Mama or Grandma, Sheila? Did you do any canning with them?
No, I didn't really help in any of that, but I remember my mom. But I always remember some type of air conditioning. I don't remember going without.
No.
But I do remember when I was about 3rd grade, they cut a hole in the wall in the living room real high, and they put an air conditioner in there, like a big one.
Uh-huh.
And if you wanted to get that air at night, you left your bedroom door open
Open. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
to get some of that air, you know.
And good morning to Linda Brookshire. Linda has a package in the mail and ordered some more, but she said to send it tomorrow, so I won't send it yet, Linda.
I hear the post office is going up.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, I know. Stamps are up. Oh, Carol Doyle's here with everybody's coffee and donuts. Let's do. I got my coffee. Sure wish I had some of them donuts.
Sarah's going to see her knee doctor today, like post-op 6 weeks.
And Frances was up here just a second. Well, her comment. They have doctor's appointments today too. Did you see that, or was it?
I heard you talking about it.
And good morning, Liz Thibodeau. Is that how you say that, Liz Thibodeau?
I'm looking at the TV. Oh, I see it up there. Yeah, that's how I'd say it.
Lady Sky, have you ever made and tried Rocky Road fudge? It's been forever if I did. Been a long time. I've made a lot of stuff through the years, but some of it might have been 20, 30 years ago. Is that the way you are, Sheila? You made stuff, but it's been a long time ago
Yeah,
since you made it.
Long time. Like I haven't made chicken and dumplings in years.
I need to make a pot's what I need to do, but I haven't. Yo, Patty's been cleaning her sewing space for 2 days. I didn't realize I have so much. I now have a wall nicely sorted and labeled. You guys are just all organized. I'm not. Not at all. And Leah said I said Thibodeau right.
Yeah. That name kind of sounds French to me.
It does. It makes me think she might be from Louisiana, but it could be from Canada. I don't know.
Yeah.
Liz, I don't know where you're from, Liz, but we think you're French.
I hear the birds.
I hear one too. I've got a bird nest on the porch there, so don't know if that's the one, but there's birds every place though.
Mm-hmm.
I like hearing them. Every once in a while they get kind of noisy though. And I hear the rooster down at the chicken coop, the one that's fastened up. The little red rooster, he didn't roost on that porch during that hurricane. He went down to the little shed, but he was back on the porch last night. I don't know if it was too windy where he was. He got scared and run someplace else or what. And we didn't. It was just gusty wind. Wasn't too bad. Yo, Patty, you don't live that far from me. You can come and clean my sewing room. LOL. I found a recipe for it a few days ago and it looked really good. I might make it for the Christmas holidays. 168 days away.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday, I got to craving some of that Christmas crack candy that you pour that stuff over the crackers. And I even looked up the recipe, but I didn't make it. But boy, I come about this close. And then I thought, well, I'm going to do these tomatoes. So.
Yesterday, when we left this exhibit, we went to this town just nearby called Guthrie, Oklahoma. And we had lunch and all that. And then me and my friend Joyce that rode with me, we went to Antique Shop or two, but I wasn't impressed with anything. But then they talked about some of them went to this coffee and chocolate little place. So we went in there and that's where we found everybody.
Oh, okay.
And so they had all these chocolates, and so I looked through there and I got me a chocolate pecan cluster, I guess you call it, but it had pecans and real good chocolate, and it had caramel in it, and they
Mhm.
must have used like sea salt or something, but that sea salt with a caramel, it was so good. But I
Yeah.
just got one little piece, is all I got, but it
Mm-hmm.
was good.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
she lives near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I figured it kind of sounded Cajun to me, I thought.
And Carol's asking if me and Terry grew up on farms. Terry didn't grow. Terry grew up country, but he didn't grow up as much on the farm as I did. But he was around his cousins that was on the farm all the time. But I grew up on a farm. And Carol didn't know anyone on the farm. Oh, you missed out. We grew up country, barefoot, going to creeks and ponds to fish, and just play in the barn, and just different.
I grew up in the city, but both my parents grew up in, country.
Mm-hmm. Well, your dog, I love that Christmas crack too,
Yeah,
but it's been a long time since I've had any, and it's easy to make, and it's
yeah,
good.
it's good.
Yeah. Good morning, farmhouse quiltery. That's a pretty little avatar there on hers, isn't it?
Hmm.
Is that a quilt? Maybe is that what that is? Quilt block? Sure.
Could be. Have you heard from the gal that lives in Conway? That's got the little grandbaby.
Yes, she commented. She commented yesterday, didn't she? Because she said she needs to visit me at the quilt shop. So she
Uh,
commented yesterday. She's not been up on the panel lately,
yeah,
but she commented. So I expect her to get a hold of me and drive up out here someday. Because Conway's not that far from me, so I think
yeah.
she'll visit. My kids swam in the creek just down the hill from your house. Yeah, it's a quilt block.
Okay.
I love to cook. It's a passion of ladies, guys. And what's Christmas crack? Uh, no, what would you toffee? It's the kind of toffee poured over crackers, is what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
You get a layer of crackers and you boil together the brown sugar and butter, and then pour it over it and pop it in the oven for just a few minutes, and then when you take it out, you spread chocolate chips and they melt, and it,
yeah. You can look it up on the internet. There's all kind of recipes
yeah,
about.
just Carol, look it up, Carol. It's easy to make and it's good.
Yeah, it's not hard.
But those salty crackers just add a little crunch to it, and it's I love it.
What I like to do is take little square pretzels, but they have to be square, and
Mhm.
you put a little Rolo because they have chocolate and caramel inside them. Put it on top, put it in the oven on a low heat, but you have to watch it. And just when it gets real, I feel of it, and when the Rolo gets real soft, I take them out of the oven, and then I
Uh-huh.
press a pecan half on top and press it down, and then it kind of hardens. Those
Well,
are so good with the
I bet.
sweet and the salty,
Uh-huh.
and they are so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves them.
Lady Sky makes peppermint bark fudge, Oreo fudge, peanut butter fudge. Oh, you make a lot of fudge
The only fudge I make is just the regular one, just the
with the
it.
marshmallow cream
Yeah,
stuff, is
it's
what.
the one on the marshmallow cream box.
Mhm,
It's that
mhm.
one. You know.
Good morning, Charlotte Ragsdale. Lottie from north of
Well,
Hot Springs.
that's not Charlotte. It's Carlotta.
Charlotta. And Charlotta Ragsdale, but she's north of Hot Springs is where she's at, so she's in Arkansas. Didn't
Is
know
she?
that.
So it's gonna be hot where she's at too.
Probably, yeah. Did you get a lot of rain and flooding from the tropical storms, Charlotta? See, the only fudge I make is trying to get 2 quilt blocks to line up. I think I do a little bit of everything. I get cooking and sewing and quilting, and I do everything. Canning.
No, I take cooking in spells. I just do a little of this and a little of that. I went to Aldi's the other day, well, a while back, and I put these in the freezer. They kind of look like frozen ravioli, but they have spinach inside of them. And it said you just boil them for like 5 minutes, then drain it. And then I made up a little Alfredo sauce with just butter, whipping cream, and then I sprinkled a little Parmesan cheese in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I poured that over the ravioli, and it was really good.
Now, see, I would love stuff like that, but Terry, he'd rather have his meat and taters. So,
And
have
I've got
you
enough left for another meal.
have you ever heard of bacon crackers?
No,
That's not ringing any bells.
no, I can't say I have.
And Charlotte got a lot of rain. Oh, Lady Sky, I'm going to make the Rocky Road fudge. I need to test it out first to see how good it is. I'll be your taste tester. I
Yeah,
volunteer.
you need a taste tester? We'll try it out.
We'll try it. We'll tell you whether it's any good or not after we eat it all. So, oh, Charlotta got a lot of rain and the wind was scary and your yard's a mess. Good morning, Sister Dub. How are you today? We got another Canadian in here. And Pansy. I think Pansy's in Canada too. Rain here. Glad the heat wave's gone. But
Well,
I think
we've had a few days. It's been nice, but it's coming back.
It's still July. We'll have to get through July and August, and then September.
August is always the hottest month of the year.
Yes. And September will kind of be iffy, you know.
Yeah.
My husband is a better cook. For me, it comes in a can. Say, this is your best Julia Child's voice. Oh, say this in your best Julia Child's voice. If it goes in the microwave heat, bon appetit.
Yeah. Now I catch her show sometimes late at night. It'll just be on the public broadcasting station.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Susan Munger.
Good morning, Susan Munger.
But I love to watch her show. And you know, she just kind of took up cooking because she was kind of bored.
Yeah, seemed like I watched a movie about her. Can't remember the name of it, but they did a movie on that. And she was over. She was in France with her military husband or something.
Yeah.
100% humidity here and rainy.
Make it steamy.
Yeah, but she's in Minnesota. Their summers are probably not like ours here in the South, though.
Yeah, no, they're getting a lot of that rain that was left from the tropical storm, you know.
You line a baking sheet with foil, then you put saltine crackers, and you put a small slice of bacon that's cut in half. Sprinkle with a little bit of brown sugar on top of the bacon slices. And
I guess you just bake that in the oven.
And put it in the oven for a little bit. Is the bacon already fried before you put it on there? I'd try it because it sounds pretty good. like a pretty good snack. Appetizer, maybe. Is that what it would be, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Susan loved to always like canning, gardening. That's why you know what's in your food. Susan, you do a lot of canning, I think. You send me pictures sometimes of what you can. You do a lot of it.
Does she?
Kim makes Julia's beef bourguignon. It's delicious. Oh, then here's the rest of that recipe. Then bake it in the oven till the bacon is fully cooked.
Oh, okay.
3 minutes.
Raw.
Hmm.
Never heard of that. Bacon, cooked bacon on cracker with brown sugar. Hmm.
And you wouldn't have to make a whole bunch of them. You could just make a little pan of them.
Yeah.
If you liked them first. I'm always kind of stingy with my bacon. You know, bacon's expensive, so you just.
It is. Yeah, I bought a big package about a week ago at the grocery store, and I come home and I divided up into 4 little different packages and put them in Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer.
And eat a lot of it, but I don't. I only fry Terry 2 slices, not 3. So just little stuff like that. But do a lot. Yes, you do a lot of canning. Would you try it out? You know, I'm thinking about trying it. I could only do 6 or 8 crackers and put 1 slice of, cut up 1 slice of bacon. Not have to make a whole bunch of it.
Yeah. Just to test it out to see if it's what you would like or not.
I'm kind of iffy about that brown sugar being too sweet though, because you'd want it because you just put a little bit, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, I mean, put a small amount and try it.
In Farmhouse Quiltery, the Susan Munger, we did the same thing with our kids. We also tell them that their hamburgers were made out of deer.
Now, we always grew up around deer meat because the men, my brother and dad and all that, they were all hunters.
Uh-huh.
So we loved deer meat, you know. But we always used it in our chili.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Yeah. I'm waiting for another comment to come up so I can comment on your comment.
I never had venison in hamburger meat, like a hamburger.
Mm-hmm. I have before, but I think I prefer the beef.
Yeah, I always had it. Like say in chili, it'd be half hamburger meat, half deer meat, like that.
Mm-hmm. Half of deer was a staple when our kids were growing up. We always got a tag for every child that was eligible. Not uncommon for several deer in your freezer.
Yeah.
Now I've got family members. They like you. They live on deer meat, but me and Terry, we'll grow out of beef and butcher and have our beef.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have beef. I'm just a meat eater.
Mm-hmm.
I could never be a vegetarian.
Not me either. Gloomy day in Florida, raining in Florida. Is there some more hurricanes coming across the Atlantic? Is it?
I don't think so.
Wasn't there some more lined up behind Burl? But I hadn't caught any.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Grind it up with pork. You have to add a little fat to it so it's not so dry. Yeah. What were some favorite childhood games everyone played growing up?
Hide and go seek outside.
Mm-hmm. We played that outside.
Or I played with either dolls or jacks. Jacks with a little ball.
Yeah, I love to play jacks when
Yeah.
and paper dolls. Now we cut paper dolls out of a catalog,
Yeah.
and they wasn't all those that you put them dresses on them. With the little
Yeah.
tab. What I'm talking about. Susan prefers beef. Can't be a vegetarian, like your beef and ham too much.
Yeah. I'd rather have beef than pork, though.
Yeah, but I like all of them. I don't have a whole lot of favorites. I just like everything.
Yeah. Now, my son used to make deer jerky.
Well, yeah, that's just what
And it
Sarah's talking
was
about
good. It
here.
was good. Now, I remember the paper doll. It was kind of a hard doll, and it had these other little dresses, and it was magnetic, and it would stick to it.
Oh, okay.
I remember that as a child.
We don't have no moose.
No, there's no moose in the South.
There's a place here in Arkansas where they're trying to get elk started back.
Yeah, now there's a place here. I don't remember what part of Oklahoma, but there is some elk, but it's a real small herd.
Yeah, the game and fish are trying to get a herd established.
Yeah.
Remember the McCall's magazine had a Betsy paper doll in each issue.
Mm-hmm.
I remember McCall's magazine, but I don't remember the Betsy paper dolls.
Yeah.
Farmhouse Quiltery make her own deer jerky as well out of the burger. And there's no moose in Florida. You got to watch for the gators. Okay. Look out for the alligators.
Yeah. She's around a lot of water,
Farm. We occasionally have a loose moose in our area. They come from up north.
Yeah. Now they're big as a cow in weight.
Yeah. I've never had bison.
I bought this in the store and I'm going to try it sometime. It's hamburger meat, but they did it like in a little square. It's like square, and then they like wrapped it up. But it's ground up like hamburger meat.
Huh. Kim them grew them for a while. I've never had bison. I bet it'd be good though. I really do. And Susan Munger, do y'all eat the gators? Gators can be on dry land and in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be afraid to go swimming in a creek in Florida on counting the gators.
Yeah.
I've never had alligator meat either, though. You can eat that too.
I've had it once. It just tastes like chicken.
Susan's, yes, gator meat is good. I lived in Florida for over 30 years, and the recipes are unlimited. We do. Those wild pigs, they are scary. They trap them around here to try to get rid of some of them because I think they can be dangerous.
Yeah, they do. They do that here. Yeah. They have a certain hunting season here for wild boar.
Well, they're not. They can catch them anytime they want to here because they'll tear up the pastures and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm almost afraid to go out walking anymore because what if I run across one? I'd be kind of scared. So I'm careful where I even go walking at. Where I'm talking about, Sheila. Out if I walk past Mama's house or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're back in there because some people have seen them and been catching them in that area. I swim in swimming pools safe from gators. Now,
well, they could wander up on a pool and get in it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bison is higher in protein and iron than beef. No cholesterol and no fat except on the beef.
Maybe I'll have to make a hamburger out of that meat and see how I like it.
Be good. No wild pigs by us. Bones, T-bone steaks. I knew what you meant when you had the tea.
Yeah. Francis says enjoying the chat, but got to shower now. Takes 1 hour to get to John's doctor. Then I have one with a neurologist. Just hope everything is fine. Yeah, hope both your doctor appointments go good. And hope you don't have to wait long.
Mm-hmm. At farmhouse, we raise pigs here, hog farms, a couple on every section. But we're talking about these wild hogs.
Yeah, that's those real wild ones that are very destructive. Yeah.
Sending prayers to Francis and John. That's a pretty, you already read it, but that's a pretty long drive to get there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kim's got some tips for you here, Sheila. Don't cook it well done. Leave it a little pink.
Okay.
It's dense and will continue to cook after you take it off the heat. Well done will be tough.
Okay, so I won't do it all the way done. Leave it a little pink. Okay.
I wouldn't know that. I like to cook my meat well done. I overcook it sometimes. I overcook everything. So. I'm going to pour some more hot coffee in my cup to warm it up.
Well, this Sunday after church, once a month, I go meet the girls to play cards and have lunch, and it's this coming Sunday. Okay. We've been doing that 8 or 9 years, I'd say.
And Charlotte, you watched my dumpling video? That's my most popular video. That's what made me a YouTube celebrity. So, if you call it that. Is that the way you make yours, Charlotta? See what this tick yesterday that will cause you not to be able to eat meat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
There is, and there's some people.
And you get something called alpha-gal from it.
Can't eat. I couldn't think of that, but yeah. And I think John
wouldn't that be awful? Wouldn't that be awful to get that? And I get ticks off of me every once in a while. And I know, well, I hope you're not a Rocky Mountain. Don't give me Rocky Mountain spotted fever or alpha-gal. So
I have a relative that passed away, and they didn't know until after she passed that it was from Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
Mm-hmm. It's been. Terry had tick fever, probably 10, 12 years ago, and he was so sick. He went to the doctor. He was feeling so bad, and it was tick fever. Yeah. He got some medicine and got over it, but it took him a while. He was weak for a long time with it. Let's see. Am I done canning tomatoes? Got a few more, Susan. Almost drowned my swimming pool drowned. My swimming teacher don't like it if I don't like it if my feet can't touch the bottom. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. That'd scare me. I like to be able to touch the bottom of the water. But I've not been in enough water to drown in a long time. But I guess you could drown in the mud hole if you fell in it. But I ain't been swimming in a long, long time.
Yeah, Kim says that whatever that disease was, no meat from an animal with hooves.
With hooves.
No fish and fowl. So no pork, no beef.
Mm-mm. And you don't use eggs? Oh, Yeah, I couldn't cook without using an egg. Fish and fowl. But you do make them from scratch. Yeah, that tick fever will come back on you. It's bad stuff. Yeah, it took Terry a long time to get his strength back from that.
Uh,
Really did. And that was back when he was younger and felt better.
yeah.
I saw Nancy from our treasured home the other day. She had that alpha gall.
Uh-huh.
She said that she didn't have it anymore. The doctor said that she was over it now.
Yes, I
You
guess
see
she
that?
did. Yes, I did see that, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And I mean, I was happy for her, but I mean, if you can get over it, that's a good thing. But she had it a long time, I think.
Yeah, for years. I mean, she had it for a long time. Now, yeah, Francis says John has that.
That's that
Alpha
too.
Gal is the name of it.
Well, I've heard of several people that have it. It's pretty common anymore, which is
Yeah.
a bad thing. What is alpha gal? Well, let me see. Let me see if we go back up there. When you have it, you can't eat any meat from animals with hooves, only fish and fowl. You can't eat beef, you can't eat pork. There's just a lot of meat you can't eat. Or it'll make you really sick when you
And it
eat.
has to do with a tick bite.
With a tick bite. If a certain tick bites you and gives you alpha gal, you
Yeah.
have to change up everything you eat. Oh, is she having? Now I haven't seen that. She's having her real hamburger, loving her real hamburgers. So
Oh
she's
my
eating,
gosh.
and
That's
that's
amazing, to have that and then
yeah.
all at once you don't.
That would be awful
But
farmhouse.
just think if you didn't have beef or or like pork. I mean, like,
I know. You'd be eating turkey burgers and turkey
and chicken.
bacon and all that stuff, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same, is it?
I've
You,
tried turkey bacon before, and I,
I have
I can
to.
eat it, but no, I want the real thing.
Yeah, it's just not. Don't even look like real bacon to me. That turkey bacon,
No, it's a lot lighter color.
because I've actually tried to take pork out of our diet, but I can't do it. I've tried, but it's just too hard to do.
Yeah, I love pork chops, bacon, and sausage. Those three things. Now,
Hmm.
I could do away with a pork roast. I mean, I could
Yeah,
do it, but the bacon and sausage, you have so many uses for
yeah.
it, a
Oh,
lot.
those pork rolls, take those and make barbecue pork sandwiches and stuff. Though I love them too. So, and that's
Yeah,
easy. Put one in the crock pot and then you shred it up and put barbecue sauce, and you don't have to do much
yeah.
to have something good to eat.
We're having barbecue ribs today and potato salad and I think baked beans and I know some watermelon.
Have you ever butchered your own pigs? Well, it's just yeah. And not too many years ago, we had a pig, and it was during that COVID stuff, and nobody was doing nothing. You couldn't get any butcher to make anything. So what? 3 or 4 years ago, we butchered a pig here. That was the awfulest mess. We got into a bigger job than what we wanted.
Yeah.
That
Now,
way.
as a child, I went next door because they had some pigs and they were going to butcher them. Well, as a kid, you're curious. You don't know, oh,
Uh-huh.
that's going to be cool. Let's see what they do. And I go over there and I don't know which they did first, but they took like a hatchet or something and knocked it in the head. And then they took a knife and slit its throat. All the bleed. And when they slit the throat and that blood started coming out, man, I ran home as fast as I could
So
go.
you missed the part where they scalded it to scrape the hair
Yeah,
off.
I
All
was
that part.
scared. I'm like, I don't want to see no more of that. Mm-mm.
And when I was a kid, Daddy and his uncles would get together and they'd have hog butchers, but that's been 50 some years ago.
Yeah,
And then those meat processing, little individually owned processing plants would open up, and that you could take your beef and your pork to them. But I said they were closed down during COVID, so we did that one ourselves. But
yeah,
it's my husband took care of the ugly part. I helped packing and grinding. So you've been in on it. It's a job, ain't it, though?
I decided, nope, I don't want to see any more part of that. No.
4 in 1 week. Oh my! Bet you was wore out by that time. I don't even like to help them with the deer meat and stuff. That processing meat's just not my thing. From being killed to putting it in the packages. That's not something I like to do. I hate to have to grind the meat. I still have my meat grinders, but no more, not grinding any more meat.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
But you filled your freezers up, been listening on tape the Little House books, and realized how little I know how to survive. Most of us don't know the old ways.
Well, I know about canning, but I don't know about like making soap. I don't know about that.
No.
Bye, Francie.
Now I bought the fancy oils and made soap here 5, 6 years ago. I guess it was. Time flies. But I remember helping Mama. Mama just, maybe she was young and wanted to just do it. But she made lye soap in the backyard and one of those big iron pots one time when we were kids.
Yeah.
But with the lard from the hog, and then put the lye in there. Stand out there over the fire and stir it. I remember doing that, but that's a long time ago too.
Did it have an odor to it?
No,
No.
It goes through that what do you call that word? Can't say it now. But anyway, it goes through the process where there's no odor to it. Yeah.
Is it?
And in my soaps, I would put fragrance in my soaps that I made here a few years ago. So they were nice. Yeah. Fun story. It became common that when I would get up in the morning, I would see a deer hanging in the tree. Kids would come home at night and hit a deer and would take it home, and we would butcher it. Okay, I get that. You'd hit it on the road and hang it up to butcher it, and not think anything about it. Charlotte, processing was my job. I was a meat cutter for 30 years. Terry's dad was a meat cutter in the grocery stores for a lot of years when he was alive, till he retired. That's that word. I was trying to say that word and it wouldn't come to me, Teresa. Saponifications.
I have never heard that word.
When there's no lye in it because it interacts with the fat and no lye, no the lard. That's the word I was trying to come up with. But I don't talk right sometimes, so the most I do for grinding is make dog feed. You make home canned dog food? Do I still make soap? No, but I've got all my stuff and still got some lye to make some. And I've thought several times I would do it, but I just hadn't had the time. I get tired when I have the time. I'm tired. We'll just put it that way. Yeah. But I had some fancy molds. I made some that had a cow and a calf on it, and I had one that had a pig and a hen and a chick. I made some different. I still got all my stuff. I'm not getting rid of it yet, so I may make it again someday. And Sarah, yes, I cut meat at Publix, but not full time. But Publix likes to teach you all the trades.
Hmm.
Good morning, Carol Seymour.
You could make some little soaps that had like, say, chicks or rooster on them, something like that, and then wrap some fabric, around it, and put it in the shop and sell them.
I need to do that, but I've
Yeah,
got, I've got so much going on. Everything.
that could be a good winter project.
Yeah, there you go. Winter project.
Yeah.
We've got Publix there in Florida. I don't. We got
No.
two places to buy groceries here: Harps and the Walmart Supercenters. It.
Now my daughter lives in Poto, Oklahoma, and they have a Harps
Okay.
there.
Yeah, that's where I do my grocery shopping when I go. There's never enough time in the day. And I like to spend my YouTube time too. I waste a lot of time on YouTube, don't I?
Well, I kind of look at there.
Not wasted. I
There's
enjoy it.
enough time in the day. It's just what do you do with your time?
Yeah, I know.
Not spend too much time on YouTube. But
The 50
I've
some.
been learning a lot from YouTube.
But we've been sitting there chatting for 50 some minutes. I could have done something else, but I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Let's see, and Susan's going to finish squaring up her wonky log cabin block swap. And let's see, farm out. What are you all quilting today?
No, not today.
No, I've got one more quilt for a friend. She brought those quilts out here, and I ordered some gray thread. I didn't have any gray quilting thread, and this quilt needs gray, so it's ordered and it's being shipped. And when it gets here, I've got one more quilt to put up for her to put on the long arm. But that may be Thursday before that thread comes, and then I'll put it on the long arm. And I've got so many unfinished tops; it's not even funny.
Now Carlotta says she retired from Harps. I've heard of Harps, but I've never been in their store.
Susan, my husband and I are both retired from Publix supermarket. 30 years ago, 30 years was enough.
Yeah.
My mom wants to make homemade applesauce.
It's really good.
That.
Before.
But sometimes I have a hard time getting fruit. You can't afford to buy the fruit anymore to do some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give $100 for a bushel of peaches to can them anymore.
Yeah.
No, I've never made candles.
Now I watched the thing about that, and how you could just buy like old candles, say at Goodwill or a thrift store, and then melt them down. And she had a very decorative can, and she did it. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that. Well, I go to the Goodwill, and I look through their pots and pans, and I'm like, well, this ought to be a good one. Well, I get it home and I wash it. And I'm using it as a regular pan. It's too good a pan because it's all stainless steel. So I'm looking for a real crappy one to pick up, because I don't want to do it in something good.
I don't think I've ever used glide thread. I use that Omni Superior is what I use. But that's just, I ain't been long arming but a few years. And Brenda from my quilt shop, that's what she used. And so I just kind of, what my mentor used is what I use. That way I don't have to worry about something not working. Because I'm not an expert at it. I get it done, but I'm not an expert. Any new fabric? There's some coming probably in this box that's got the thread in it. If I can remember what I ordered. I'm pretty bad about forgetting what I've ordered. And there ought to be some new Moda stuff coming out any time now that I ordered 6 months ago. But I'll show y'all when it gets here. and candles. I told Charlotte I didn't make candles, but I did order some soy wax one time, and it's still in a box up there in the cabinet at the quilt house. I don't know why I never finished making candles, but I made just a few, and I don't think I enjoyed it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Well,
why.
well I bought the wicks the other day at Walmart, but I just got like a was either there or Hobby Lobby. I can't remember which place I was in, and I just picked some of them up. I thought, well, it might be something just to do sometime to say I've done it, but I got to find a junky pan.
Yeah, and now probably no Christmas fabrics. I'm not gonna buy a lot of holiday fabrics because I'm not sure if I'd be able to sell them or not. So probably no Christmas fabrics. So if you see Christmas someplace else, the only Christmas that I got was that Starberry, wasn't it? It was kind of Christmas themed,
Hmm.
wasn't it?
Well, there's some that you could kind of use for Christmas, but it's not just dedicated to Christmas.
Hey, Susan Munger, I need to square up your Patty needs to do her wonkies. I'm thinking square up to 13, then I can baste around them so the seams don't open up. That's a thought. There's a hillbilly chicken range. Hey, Susan, how are you this morning?
Hi, Susan. Haven't seen her in a while on here.
Let's see, Susan, you've got a live this morning, don't you? I think, is that right? You'll have to tell me. I think so. I got to get my plugger upper. It was laying there on the floor. Let's see. I just put a wick in a can of Crisco. See, I really don't know the old ways.
Yeah,
The
well, what they did, they had like a real old decorative can, and she had some candles, this and that, and she melted it all down in a pan, and then she put the wick in there and held it up straight and poured it in there.
Yeah.
Did it, but it was really cute.
And good morning, Denise. And Terry just got up. You know what that means? I'm gonna get off here and talk to Terry. But Sheila, we've been talking almost an hour, all of us.
Yep, I'm ready to get up, get something to drink, and maybe eat something.
Good morning. Well, we got another Carol in here, Carol Howarth from Manchester, UK.
Yeah,
good morning. It's probably not
across the pond.
It's probably not morning where Carol's at. But anyway, I've enjoyed our visit, and we'll do it again soon.
Okay, bye. See you later.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye now.
Okay.